Blessings, Empress Vibrant here. Hey, Empress Vibrant here. Hope everybody is blessed. So it has been a hot minute. I have had my beautiful son. He's 4 months now. For those who follow me on Instagram, I've posted some pics and some videos just to start trying to, slowly get back into the swing of things. So I thought, let me just do an upcoming general look over what the month of December is likely to bring up for the collective. As ever, take the messages as they resonate and leave what doesn't. And also, the frequency of the videos on here, I'm unsure what that's going to look like. My personal readings have changed as well. I'm now doing recorded messages just because it means that I can work around my new money lifestyle. And yeah, so click the link in the link tree on my profile, on my page, to book your readings in. And thank you to those who've already booked and have been trialing these videos. It's going well so far. We've had to deal with some issues with technology, but we have got everything sorted now. So I look forward to connecting with you. So this is just a quick look at what's going on in the month of December for the collective. What is the energy for the collective in December? Okay. So the themes that we have is trust. So there's going to be a need to allow ourselves to trust in the process. So for some of us, this means while the general public could be will be celebrating Christmas, those who are not, those who don't celebrate it, well, some of us will be doing Kwanzaa, and some of us will be having other festivals and doing other traditions and rituals, and it's about trusting in the new way of doing things, trusting in your newfound knowledge, wisdom, and just trusting in the fact that you are where you are right now for a reason. Trust in yourself, the decisions that you're making, the decisions to hibernate in this time, in this winter solstice energy. Allow yourself to rest, to rejuvenate. And in this time, it's a beautiful time for creation. So while you're hibernating, create. Hibernate and create. I've been hearing this in my mind for the last couple of days, and I feel like there's a real push to, if you're going to be taking some time to relax, trust in the process, trust in the fact that when you are relaxed, when you are rested, when you are in a meditative and trance-like state, when you trust in the fact that all of your surroundings and your aura and the energies, trust in the energy, trust in what you're feeling, because you're very, very intuitive. So they're asking you to trust your intuitive nudges, trust the feelings, and also trust the process overall. I'm going to have a look a little bit more into tarot. Let's look into why trust is here. Why is trust here for the collective? What is the main focus of trusting in the scenario, trusting in... Okay, so for some of you, it's trusting in the fact that although things may feel uncomfortable, it's about keep going, because we have the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man talks about sacrifice. It talks about what you're willing to let go of, what you're willing to release, what you're willing to let go, in order to have what it is that you need. So this could be sacrificing time, that you might be going out and socializing for, time for study, a time for prayer and meditation, sacrificing eating the things that you really, really enjoy, for those times where you know your body needs some fast and you need some time to allow your body to process everything that's been happening. And through fasting and prayer, in times where you know the world is talking about eat, drink, and be merry, there are times where your body and your mind will need that pause, that time for reflection, that time for your body to be on reset. Yeah. So that tree, I trust in the process, trust in the fact that you may not be doing things in the same way as everybody else, and it may feel out of whack. There's this energy of almost like it's Groundhog Day, like we're in a constant loop, and being that you step out of that loop and watch what's going on, you could feel so out of sync with everything else that's going on, but trust the fact that you are where you're meant to be at that particular time. And then for strength, trust in the fact that you have more strength than you actually give yourself credit for. So many times what may happen is that we come across a lot of hard times and we keep saying, there's only so much more of this I can take, there's only so much more of this I can take. And I understand that at times it can get really, really heavy, thick, and messy. But all of this is necessary so that you are building your resources, building your wisdom, building your resolve, and being able to build upon your character as well. So remember that you have more strength than you actually give yourself credit for. Trust in the fact that you will be tested. Your strength and your ability to stay poised and stay controlled in the midst of madness. Trust in the fact that when you're feeling calm in the midst of all the crazy, there is a quiet confidence and inner standing that what is happening is necessary, and also that you're trusting in the universe, trusting in the Most High, trusting in the developer, this energy that there is some type of journey that needs to be taken. And although sometimes it may feel really uncertain because you're not sure where it's going to go, what it's about, whether or not you are liking the new version of yourself, this one who is willing to sacrifice the things that you enjoy for peace, for growth, for the pursuit of strength mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. And sometimes it can be a bit of a conundrum when you know that in one breath it's about YOLO, you only live once, and then in the next breath that there is some time that is necessary for that self-care, for that time to blossom and to grow. And sometimes that actually happens in some quite dark situations at times. So use this energy in the time where it is winter and it gets darker quicker. Use this energy that of wanting to relax and to hibernate to create in this time, and trust in the process, trust in what it is that is coming up, trust your intuition, because all of these abilities and all of this energy is going to be needed to be put somewhere. And what better way to do that into ensuring that you're able to distance yourself from some things that are going to take you away from positive expression, and have the strength enough to not succumb to every whim. It's a balance. It's about having the pleasure and the peace. So if you can find that balance, you're onto a winner in December and moving forward, as this is more or less a timeless reading. Whenever you see this reading is when you're meant to see it. We also have the next theme we have is voyage. So for some of you, this energy, this is about a journey through depth of emotion. The body of water here suggests that there's been a lot of deep diving into emotions, and at this time it makes a lot of sense that there's a lot of review and a lot of reflection. And at times when we are able to stand still and reflect, it gives us some time to really look at how we feel. Sit back and be the observer. How do I feel? Why do I feel how I feel? Why am I in this situation? What is this situation teaching me? And why does this situation seem to keep coming up? And why do I feel so sad, angry, hurt, anxious whenever this particular theme comes up? And for some of you, this is a lot of anxiety around wanting to travel, wanting to voyage, wanting to have some adventure. And for some of you, we're all hearing about all these different variants and all these different things and a lot of distraction from inner peace and the voyage and the journey that needs to be done within, the deep dive within. And this is what this voyage card is talking about. So let's get a little bit more clarification of why voyage is here. What is this deep diving into oneself about? Yeah, fast communication, 8 of Wands. So this deep dive in energy is for communication, so that you're able to communicate yourself articulately. You're able to express yourself clearly. This is going to be, you're coming to a stage where you're able to nip certain things in the bud, where it would take you about a week to communicate about something that is not making you happy, or you're not feeling 100% about it. You're more quicker to handle the situation. So it goes to show again, through all of trusting yourself, trusting the process, trusting that whatever it is that is happening is for you. It's going to allow you to look at your voyage, look at your journey, look at what's worked, what hasn't worked, and maybe to say, right, so instead of taking a week of the silent treatment, it's best I nip this in the bud. Let me have this communication right now. And this could talk of somebody coming to you with fast communication, maybe coming up with something that you wasn't expecting to hear from now. And it also talks of travel. So I know for some of you there is a lot of talk of travel and looking at all the state of the world at the moment and how that will fit into your plans. However, keep your ear to the ground, keep communicating, keep speaking what it is that you want. Because like I said, there's so much more faster results with this 8 of Wands, with this action energy. Another clarification of the voyage. This deep dive within. Yeah, we've got the Emperor. So then again, this voyage, and I feel like this communication and the trusting in the process, not going with the general populace. I feel like there is some of you that have really got this Emperor energy, where there is a tussle between wanting to, when in Rome, do as the Romans do, conform, to be a positive member of society, and then with the rules and sticking to how things are going, and then there's this tussle between going against the grain, not feeling as though you want to go along with the status quo, and there is this this balance. And I feel like this is what's going on with this emotions. I feel like there is a tugging where the communication can be quite emotional. Possibly you're not seeing eye to eye with some people, and that's what's being communicated. That there is a structure, there is rules in place for a reason, and for some of you there is a need to shake that up, to not just go along aimlessly or blindly. So it's very interesting because we have exactly what's going on right now with the for and against. That's actually happening globally right now. So wherever you're sitting, trust in the process, trust in your, like I said at the beginning, the knowledge, your wisdom, looking at your experiences, what you're willing to sacrifice, what you're willing to change in the pursuit of you growing within yourself, growing that strong confidence, growing a strong resolve. And speaking up, using fast communication, not being lapsy-daisy with your emotions, but speaking up and being assertive, And this here again, we've got a lot of energy here towards action, a lot of action cards here. Fire as well, and we've got thriving. So with us trusting the process, going on our voyage, continuing to learn, to develop, to deep dive into ourselves, there is thriving taking place. There is an upgrade happening. And there is some luxurious living. It's not just surviving. This is feeling good, living good, having good experiences, and thriving in a way where there is confidence, where there used to be anxiety or fear or worry. So I like the fact that there's thriving here, because what that shows is that there is stability, confidence, and there's a lot of enlightenment as well, I can see from this. And it all stems from trusting in the process, sacrificing possibly, the need to people please, to have a quiet life, but then to stand up for what it is that you want, make something happen, So the thriving, we have the Chariot. So again, like the willpower. So the will to make things happen, not to be stifled by any limitations. This is, the Chariot talks about our will to get things done, our will to bounce back from adversity, a passionate moving forward, a will to succeed. And I think that is what it is. It's the intention, the will to succeed, the want to thrive, to experience more, the will to become more than what you are currently. And I say again, it's just that elevation energy as well. It's really lovely. And then we also have the Page of Cups. So for some of you in your new relationships, moving from this quite immature relationships, possibly relationships that are in its early stages, there is a want and a willingness to grow, to experience. The Page of Cups talks about an experience that hasn't been had before. So for some of you, this could be the first snag in a relationship, and seeing that actually the way you overcame that situation was so much more mature than before. And your relationship is thriving through the will and intention to experience a lifestyle that is based on thriving, not just surviving, you know, and that's really, actually really, really nice. So I'm really happy with that overall. So let's go into the love portion of this reading. Here's some messages in love for the collective, please. Messages regarding love for the collective. What do they need to pay attention to? Messages you have for the collective regarding love. Messages you have for the collective regarding love. Okay. So we have trust. Okay, so again, trust has come up. So not only in your personal or I'd say your career, job, family. This is to do with your romantic relationships, your platonic relationships, and family as well. So there's a trust that needs to be built. This situation is calling for you to have faith. So you're being asked to have faith in this situation, the relationship as it is, what it is that you're learning, what it is being stretched, what it is, what is happening in this situation that you're feeling uncomfortable about. And I think it goes back to that 8 of Wands, having that communication, that clear, fast communication, not holding things to your chest for long, trusting that although we might have a conversation that is uncomfortable, it's worth exploring, it's worth talking about. And actually what it actually does is that it calls for you to have faith that all is going to be well regardless. And even if the conversation doesn't go the way that you would like, at least you know that this particular person cannot manage the truth about this particular situation. And whether that means that the relationship or the situation is broken down for a time, then it has to be broken down for a time. You've learned from that situation, and it shouldn't deter you from speaking up. If you can speak and that can just done something, then it's meant to be finished. It's not meant to be held on to. You're not meant to silence yourself in order to keep somebody around. They're meant to be around, they will stay around regardless of what it is that you have to say. Especially if it's something that is positive and something that is going to be enriching to the connection, So be mindful of those kind of things. Trust in yourself, trust in the fact that you can be in a loving relationship, whether it be platonic or intimate. So yeah, trust in the process and speak up as well. You deserve love. So again, that trust in the process, especially if there is an energy of not even feeling like you're worthy of love, then trusting somebody else is going to be so much more harder. Trusting the fact that someone could be real is going to be so much more hard if you don't feel like you deserve love. So the message is you deserve love. You are lovable. So yes, you are lovable, even with all of the negative things that you may hear, or the negative things that you may, the negative chat that you may actually do for yourself. You are lovable. You deserve love. Trust in the process. Speak what it is that you want. See, here we go. So it is heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So there again, it goes back to that communication. Trusting that this theme or this breakdown in communication or difference of opinion is happening so that you can learn to get over hurdles, so that you can learn each other's points of views, that you can get to learn each other more. This is like a bonding. You get to learn, see, honestly discuss your feelings with each other, heart to heart communication, heart to heart conversations. So again, really allow yourself to be open to having those conversations, whether or not you feel they're going to be received well. Obviously, another way of ensuring that it doesn't have to be so uncomfortable or painful is saying things in a loving way, being peaceable, you know. So even if the words are harsh in nature or ones that will cause discomfort or some type of pain, the delivery doesn't have to be sharp. The intention is not to hurt, to maim, to starve, So we're going to go into the Archangels for some words of encouragement and advice, some wisdom. Advice, wisdom, and words of encouragement do you have for the collective regarding this spread for the sun and moving forward? Okay, so the first one we've got is meditation brings answers. Meditation brings answers. So it's a time, again, like I said, that deep dive into yourself to meditate. And meditation doesn't always have to be done in silence, all this waiting for your mind to clear. Allow your mind to do what it is that it needs to do. Observe yourself, observe your mind, what's coming up in there. Why is that coming up? Is it for you to look at, for you to take action with? Take note of the things that are coming up. There are answers to questions that you've been asking for some time. And then it's up to you. So for some of you who have been different and pondering about something and keep wanting to wait for somebody else's approval, it's actually up to you. It's up to you if you want to move forward with this particular situation, relationship, people, places and things. It's up to you. You know that whatever it is that you are deciding to do, that there will be not necessarily consequences. There's what's the word for it? I don't want to use that word. I don't know why that came up, but consequences, I mean, that came up for a reason, and we shouldn't keep searching for better words. Sometimes that word has come out to resonate with somebody, to make clear a point. So it's completely up to you what you want to do, but be bold enough, remember how strong you are to deal with opposition, people not understanding your point of view, not seeing eye to eye, and also not to worry, not to worry that you may not have the support of everyone for a venture, or support from everyone in your relationship, your friendship groups. Do not worry about your finances, do not worry at all, because you are where you're meant to be for a reason. This hardship is definitely building your character and allowing you to see who you can be when things are not peachy, so that when things are great, you can see who you are when things are abundant and things are going the way that you would like. There is, an energy around patience as well. It almost feels like when things don't go according to your time frame, that there's some type of issue happening or something's gone wrong. But sometimes things take a little bit of time for you to build that patience, for you to have time to express your faith, to show, a time for you to show your growth. It's times, and in times of adversity, you get to see how people feel about you, how they deal with you when things are not going great for them, how they speak to you, how you speak to yourself, how you behave, how you treat people. It's a very, very telltale thing, and it will show you where issues have been there forever. If you can buck up on somebody and just, things not be great that particular day and they can just go all out on you, that was in there. It's always been there. It's not just because I'm angry today. There was something that was always there. There was always a little, and this was just the right prime opportunity to let that what was in come out. So there's always that, and you get to learn that. You get to learn that, oh, you had me in your chest about this thing. And now that you are flying off the handle, it's all coming up. It's all, word vomit. It's all coming up. And all of that is an opportunity to learn, an opportunity to have more knowledge than you did beforehand. So do not worry about the outcome. Do not worry how you're perceived. Do not worry about pleasing anybody. Yeah? And then we have the opportunity. There is opportunities around. There is opportunity for you to level up, opportunity for you to grow, an opportunity for you to actually also, for some of you, again, like I said, I feel like this combative energy. There's an opportunity for you to show somebody that you're not playing, an opportunity for you to be assertive, an opportunity for you to be the bigger person, to take the high road. There's an opportunity for you to show up in a different way, an opportunity for you to observe yourself, an opportunity for you to collaborate, I can see, an opportunity for a new relationship, and one that is fulfilling as well. So again, meditation brings answers. It's up to you what you want to do. Be bold and brave and unapologetic. There's no need to worry about the outcome, about what people think, how you're going to make it. It'll be just fine, because there is plenty of opportunity, boundless opportunity. So lastly, as ever, I always like to use my words of affirmations, words of encouragement, things to remember. Far too many came out. I'll just say them once, because there's so many, but I feel like I need to say it. I haven't been on here for so long, so they've got to be for someone. So the first one is to affirm, I am where I need to be right now. I am where I need to be right now. I am grateful for everything in my life. I am grateful for everything in my life today. People come in and out of my life for a reason. Amen. People come in and out of my life for a reason. I erase the word should from my vocabulary. Yeah, nothing before the time. I establish boundaries based on love. I establish boundaries based on love. The universe provides me with what I want right now. The universe provides me with what I want right now. I notice signs and symbols around me guiding me on my path. Yeah. And lastly, I'm excited for what adventures lie in store. Yeah, that voyage. Trust in the process and trust in the adventure. Going for it. Yes. Okay, my lovelies, that is just a little look. There was a lot that resonated with myself, even listening to the messages coming through like that. A lot resonated with myself. Lots to contemplate and reflect upon. So take the time, hibernate, create, heal, be gentle with yourself. Take some time for self-care, whatever that looks like for you. And like I said, this information in the description box for your readings. At the moment, I'm not doing live readings. I'm doing recorded readings at the moment. So once you book, give me a 2-day grace period and I will have your video link sent to you. And you can have that at your leisure, really. So yeah, take care and have a bliss one, and I shall see you again soon. Blessings. Empress Violet signing out.